Hello, beautiful minds. Welcome back to this healing sanctuary where we transform our deepest struggles into our greatest strengths. I'm here today to write what might be the most important letter of this series, a letter to mental pain. The pain that lives in our thoughts, our emotions, our neural pathways. The pain that makes us question our own minds. If you've ever felt like your own thoughts were your enemy, if you've ever wondered if you were losing your sanity, if you've ever felt trapped inside a mind that won't give you peace, this letter is your lifeline. I'm writing this because mental health struggles are not character flaws or personal failures. They're information. They're your nervous system's way of trying to survive in a world that often feels unsafe, and most importantly, they can be understood, treated, and transformed. Your mind can be your greatest ally or your cruelest enemy. Today, we're teaching it to be your friend again. Take a breath with me. Ground yourself in this moment. Let's write this letter to the mental pain that has carried you this far, but doesn't need to carry you any further. Dear mental pain, I know you as the voice that never shuts up, the anxiety that makes my heart race over disasters that exist only in my imagination. Maybe you're depression. Maybe you whisper nothing will ever get better until hope feels like a cruel joke. Until getting out of bed feels impossible, until numbness seems safer than feeling. Maybe you're PTSD. Maybe you force me to relive the worst moments of my life on an endless loop, stealing my present moment peace, making me hypervigilant against dangers that are no longer there. Maybe you're social anxiety. Maybe you convince me that everyone is judging me, that I don't belong anywhere, that it's safer to isolate than risk rejection. Maybe you're OCD. Maybe you trap me in thought loops that make no sense but feel life-threatening to break, making me perform rituals that exhaust my soul. You made me feel mentally broken, like my own mind was working against me, like I was defective, like everyone else got the instruction manual for normal thinking, and I got the broken version. You stole my confidence in my own perceptions. You made me question if I could trust my thoughts, my feelings, my ability to navigate reality. You convinced me that this was permanent, that I was fundamentally flawed, that other people just handle life better because they're stronger than I am. But here's what I've learned: mental pain. Neuroscience research shows that mental pain serves evolutionary purposes. Anxiety kept our ancestors alive by scanning for threats. Depression forces rest when we're overwhelmed. You're not malfunction mental pain. You're a survival system designed for a different world. My brain is trying to protect me with outdated software, ancient programming that no longer serves my current life. Trauma research shows that PTSD symptoms are normal responses to abnormal experiences. Dr. Bessel van der Kolk proved that trauma changes brain structure, but healing can change it back. The National Institute of Mental Health confirms that mental health conditions are medical conditions, not moral failings, not weakness, not lack of willpower. Mental pain is actually neuroplasticity in action, my brain trying to adapt and survive based on past experiences, even when those adaptations no longer serve me. The research on cognitive behavioral therapy shows that thoughts create feelings, feelings create actions, and actions create results. This means I can intervene at the thought level and change everything downstream. Dear mental pain, I am no longer ashamed of you. I am no longer fighting against you. I am learning to work with you, to understand your messages, to transform your energy. I've discovered that post-traumatic growth applies to all mental health struggles. That 65% of people who work through mental health challenges report greater self-awareness, stronger relationships, and clearer life purpose. I practice cognitive behavioral therapy techniques. Research shows that changing thought patterns literally rewires neural pathways. I'm becoming the observer of my thoughts instead of the victim of them. I use the 5-4-3-2-1 grounding technique when anxiety strikes. 5 things I can see, 4 I can touch, 3 I can hear, 2 I can smell, 1 I can taste. This brings me back to the present moment where I am actually safe. I practice mindfulness meditation. Studies prove that 8 weeks of meditation increases gray matter in areas associated with emotional regulation and decreases activity in the amygdala, the brain's fear center. I use EMDR therapy for trauma processing. Bilateral stimulation helps my brain integrate traumatic memories instead of being haunted by them, moving them from emotional memory to narrative memory. I work with a therapist who understands that seeking help is not weakness, it's wisdom. It's knowing that healing happens in relationship, in witnessed presence, in professional support. I take medication when needed, understanding that mental health medication is no different from taking insulin for diabetes. My brain chemistry deserves medical support just like any other organ. I practice self-compassion instead of self-criticism. Dr. Kristin Neff's research shows that self-compassion is more effective than self-esteem for mental health recovery. Dear mental pain, you protected me when I couldn't protect myself. You taught me the importance of mental health awareness, of destigmatizing psychological struggles, of treating my mind with the same care I give my body. You showed me that vulnerability is not weakness. It's the birthplace of courage, creativity, and connection. You taught me that asking for help is a superpower, not a failure. But I'm not a victim of my thoughts anymore. I'm the witness to them. I'm not my anxiety. I'm the one who experiences anxiety. I'm not my depression. I'm the consciousness that can observe depressive thoughts without being consumed by them. Your survival strategies served their purpose, but now I'm learning to thrive instead of just survive. This is my liberation letter. Mental pain. Written with evidence-based therapeutic methods that work. Not just positive thinking, but cognitive restructuring. Not just willpower, but neuroscience. I am ready to let you transform because I choose mental wellness. I choose thoughts that serve my highest good, emotions that inform but don't control me, and a mind that feels like a sanctuary instead of a battlefield. And to everyone watching who struggles with mental pain, you are not broken. You are not weak. You are not crazy. Your mental health struggles are valid, treatable, and temporary. Your brain is doing exactly what it evolved to do, trying to keep you safe based on past experiences. But it can learn new patterns, new responses, new ways of being. You deserve professional support. You deserve medication if it helps. You deserve therapy that honors your experience. You deserve a mind that feels peaceful, clear, and free. Write your own letter to mental pain. Share your breakthrough moments in the comments. Let's normalize mental health conversations and heal together in community. If this letter gave you hope for your mental health journey, if it reminded you that healing is possible, please subscribe to continue this conversation. Hit that notification bell so these healing letters reach you exactly when you need them. Share this video with someone who needs to know they're not alone in their mental health struggles. Your sharing might be the lifeline someone desperately needs today. Give this video a like if it resonated with your mental health journey. Your engagement helps this message reach others who need to know that their mental pain is not their final destination. Until next time, remember, you are not your thoughts. You are not your emotions. You are the beautiful consciousness that can witness both and choose how to respond. Your mental struggles do not define your worth or determine your future. With deep compassion and healing energy, thank you for trusting me with your mental health journey. Thank you for choosing healing over hiding. Thank you for believing that your mind can become your ally, your sanctuary, your greatest source of strength.